Welcome back. This is Corporate Radar. Quick check on the markets. Well, we are at the high point of the day. December has started off on a good note. We're up 180 points or thereabouts. The bulls will want to end 2025 with a flourish, and the start of the December series has been quite good. That said, let's turn our attention to the real estate space. We have Pavitra Shankar, the MD at Brigade Group, who joins us. Hi, Pavitra. Good morning. Always a pleasure having you on the show. Thanks a lot for joining in. Well, let's focus on a couple of numbers then. I think for the year, in terms of pre-sales growth, you're targeting around 15 to 20% for FY26. What makes you so confident? Because the first half of the year, I think it's low single digits, 3% or thereabouts. So are you confident you get to that mark of 15, 20%? And also give us a sense about what is the contribution coming in from, of sales coming in from new launches?
Hi. So what is happening this year is, I would say, fairly similar to the last few years, where our contribution from new launches is quite heavy in terms of the overall target and therefore achievement as well. This year, in the first half of the year, we have done about maybe 40% of what we would like to do for the annual target. And I would say that's in line with what has happened over the last couple of years. So typically the approvals, launches tend to get pushed a bit, and we tend to see a lot of large launches coming in the second half of the year, not just with us, but with some of the other listed players as well. So we're making sure that all of our approvals are, being tightly monitored, and whether it is in Bangalore or Chennai or Hyderabad, which are all our markets of focus, our teams are geared up to do that. In terms of demand on ground, it is still very good. Our portfolio is skewing more in terms of premium inventory, which is where the market has been showing a lot of demand of late. And our new launches are reflecting that, as well as some contribution from mid-segment as well. So I think overall the launch outlook is good. It's a matter of getting the approvals in time. And once the launches happen, they are generally seeing pretty good response on ground.
So you're sticking to the 15, 20% growth, right? Pre-sales growth.
We would like to do that. As I said, again, it's dependent on the launches happening in time and getting RERA in time so that we can actually take the bookings into this financial year, since we are looking at it on an annual fiscal year basis. But on ground per se, if it slips into this quarter or that, nothing is impacting the demand situation. But naturally, on the numbers basis, we need to make sure that it enters into this financial year.
And out of the sales that you've done, how much has come in from new launches as a percentage?
Around 40% has come from new launches based on the launches that we've had in the first half of the year. Some of it was also very high-end inventory. So based on that, we've had about 40% of our numbers come from new launches.
All right. Pavitra, the other point, we get back to your financials and the way you see your business shape up. But what came over the weekend was the new labor law codes, right? And that could have some impact in terms of cost. For you as a company, how do you see it impacted, in terms of employee cost? How much does it go up by? Point number one. And as a percentage of the total development cost, what would it be? I think most industry experts were suggesting low single digits increase. Your take?
So we're yet to go through in full detail in terms of what actually comes through and study that. For us, the labor cost or the labor code changes impact not just on the corporate side, but also on construction labor. So we're still going through that and understanding what the full implication would be. But overall, I think the reaction so far has been a positive one in terms of how things will get simplified as well. So we're looking forward to it.
Pavitra, hi. Good morning. A slightly broader question, and it's great that we have you today, because in the morning I was going through a note that one of the brokers wrote, Nuvama. We're talking about over pan-India position. I think this is a question that's being increasingly asked. Whether the real estate boom cycle is entering a midlife consolidation phase. And the numbers that Nuvama put out, year-to-date CY25, sales value is up 6%. This is pan-India numbers. Launches are down 6%. And again, CY25 sales overall are down 13%. Launch volumes are down 10%. And therefore the question, I'm just placing the numbers for context. In your core market, in Karnataka, in Bengaluru, are you seeing any signs of this mid-cycle slowdown?
First of all, I think I prefer the word consolidation as opposed to slowdown. We've seen a fantastic ramp up, I think more than anyone could have even dreamed or imagined, supported by the best of conditions, including interest rate, demand from customers, all of that, and structural growth in the sector and overall economy. We have seen a huge ramp up also in terms of prices. Again, specifically in Bangalore, since you've asked me, prices in our own portfolio has more than doubled. It's a mix of like to like as well as product shift as well. So I think overall the premium and high-end segment have seen a lot of demand already, and that is where we see things stabilizing. Naturally, once ticket sizes go from 1.5 to 3 crores plus, you do see that demand consolidating. It is still there. But in terms of expecting a premium project where all the ticket size is 3 crore plus to sell out within the first month, those I would say are irrational expectations, and also that's not happening on ground today. So we are seeing that kind of stabilization happen in the premium segment, but mid segment is still extremely healthy. Those launches are doing really well. So I think overall it is a matter of developers also readjusting what the product portfolio is going out today in terms of the design brief and so on to our teams, and understanding the kind of demand on ground.
Yeah.
So it's still very good. Pricing has doubled. I mean, we hear that every day. So that is a challenge for us to expect the same kind of absorption with those pricing levels. But overall, I'd say the market is still doing very well. We're very confident of launches, especially in the mid segment and the slightly, mid, what I would call the premium sector. But expecting things to sell out in the first month is difficult to continue.
Maybe we're past that that stage of the cycle. So what you're saying is interesting, that that maybe on the pricing front things are moving towards consolidation, especially in the super premium segment. So this outlook that you've just given us, 15 to 20% growth in pre-sales, this growth will largely be a function of higher volume. Would that be safe to assume, rather than any major pricing spurts? And if you could just break down the pricing trends between whether there's consolidation at the premium end, whether in the mid-market segment, whether you still see scope for price increases?
See, I think overall the pricing expectation of what happens at launch through the life cycle of the project is pretty much stabilized. Whether you are looking at mid-segment or premium, it's not in a price discovery phase for a developer, which is what it was in the last couple of years. More so like 2 years ago, when we would launch a project and then not realize that the demand was there and people were willing to pay that much more. So overall, I would say regardless of what product is being launched, everyone has a good understanding, that is to say the customer and the developer, in terms of what pricing one should expect. So I don't see a double-digit kind of increase going forward in terms of pricing. Therefore, for all of us, I would say the numbers would come from overall volume of launches and total inventory that we're able to launch and sell, rather than huge price jumps.
Okay. Quick final question, Pavitra, in terms of just the kind of money that you'll put to work into the second half of this year and going into next year, because you have a lot of launches on the office side planned as well. So just leave us with some ballpark numbers in terms of, the investments, whether it is land acquisition or some of the office side build-outs that you'll be undertaking.
Yeah, so, on an annual basis, we've been spending upwards of 1,500 crores on land acquisition. It's a combination of across all our sectors, so residential, office, hotel as well, but predominantly residential and office. And it's a mix of joint development as well as outright purchases. We expect to see that number continue to increase, because despite the consolidation, we are still very bullish on the market and still intend to be aggressive in terms of acquiring land in our markets of focus. In terms of the office and in terms of our office capex, we have about 1,700 crores of capex overall in terms of what is under construction, in which we have already spent about 700 crores or so another 1,200 crores to go in terms of our office portfolio, where we are under construction. Some of that will be for sale, but a lot of it will be for leasing.
Pavitra, so good to speak with you. Thank you very much for joining us and running us through the latest as far as Brigade and the environment you're operating in. Thank you. Well, I think the markets moved up.